Hello! The style of mindful inquiry with a large group of children is stripped back and simplified, far less complex than what you might experience on an MBSR or an MBCT course, and perfectly achievable for class teachers who are new to mindfulness. Many of the videos that you play in class will give a prompt directly after mindfulness practice, saying, "How was that? What did you notice?" This is followed by a countdown pause screen to allow time for you to pause the video and to lead an inquiry with the children. The children are often keen to share their experiences, especially after sitting quietly for a few minutes, and some common responses are:
I was bored, I felt tingling in my foot, I was cold, and then I was hot. I felt relaxed. My worries feel lifted. I don't like mindfulness. It hurt my hands. Can we do it again? Weird. Tingly. Make-believe is stupid. I'm tired. I can feel my heart beating really hard. I felt the breath in my belly.
The key to leading inquiry is to validate wherever possible, then to repeat the child's comment back to them so they feel heard. Tell them, "Great noticing," and encourage further sharing from the same child before moving on. For example, you might ask the children to raise their hands if they'd like to share what they've noticed. Choose a child who is likely to share a positive or neutral opinion first, if possible. Allow and accept that some children are always going to say they're bored or that they don't like it. This is because they feel uncomfortable sitting with themselves. This is sure to fade away as the course progresses. Try to react neutrally to these types of comments. You'll be amazed at the results. So relay the question. How was that? What did you notice?
That was hard. I didn't like sitting still, but I noticed my breath in my throat.
Wow, practicing mindfulness does feel tricky to start out with. Well done for sticking with it. So you felt your breath in your throat. Great noticing. Anything else?
I felt it in my belly too.
Great. So you noticed the feeling of your breath in your body. Can you describe what that was like?
Well, my belly got bigger and it kind of filled up when I breathed in, and then it fell out when I breathed out.
Wonderful. So you noticed the rising and the falling motion of your belly as you were breathing. Thank you for sharing, Sarah. Anyone else? What did you notice during the mindfulness practice? Hear from 2, 3, 4 children and then end with, "Great noticing, everyone. I can see that you're really paying attention to the present moment." Your attitude during this inquiry process is vital for its success. A regular mindfulness practice of your own will certainly hold you in good stead. Modelling the mindful attitude will promote trust and confidence in this technique. Children need to want to achieve the mindful attitude. They need to believe in mindfulness and its many benefits. And as their main role model, this starts with you. Your role here is to emphasise paying attention to the experience as it is in this present moment, and to reflect the qualities of non-judging, acceptance, non-striving, and letting go of mental and emotional resistance. This creates a foundation for exploring with curiosity, showing interest in the how and the what of the experience, rather than delving into the why. This further promotes present moment awareness, rather than past experiences or predictions of the future. Occasionally the questions, "How was that? What did you notice?" give rise to some sensitive responses from the children. Things like,
I couldn't stop thinking about my friends laughing at me. My dad always shouts at me and I was thinking about how it scares me. I was thinking how lonely I am.
Group sharing of wider personal and sensitive information should be guided back to the present moment experience. It may be inappropriate to share this with the class. You could do this by redirecting the child. For example, "Thank you for sharing. So when you notice this thought or memory, what did you notice was happening in your body or with your breath? Were you able to bring your attention back to your breath or the body?" Or another option is to validate them. So it sounds like you remembered a time when you were anxious. Were you able to bring your attention back to your breath? Well done. It can be tricky when we notice a thought not to get swept up in its story, but realising this was an anxious time and then bringing your attention back to your breath is exactly what mindfulness is all about. Great noticing, Charlie. Similar themes could arise when the children share how they have used the practices. Things like,
my brother was hitting me, so I used fists of fire practice so I didn't hit him back. Dad was really angry again, so I used the mind bubbles practice to blow away my worries.
These types of shares need the same guiding back to experience. Were you able to bring your attention back to your breath or your body? Great noticing. It might be a good idea to suggest speaking to the child on a one-to-one basis later that day, especially if something of concern has come up or keeps coming up. Please refer to your school's safeguarding guidelines. Some children could also take a "I can't do it" attitude or "I'm not very good at it." It's important here to remind the children that you can't be good or bad at mindfulness because it's just noticing. There's no wrong or right. We are simply noticing and getting to know ourselves. Mindfulness is an exercise to connect to and to strengthen our minds. Successful inquiry will be led with a calm patience and without haste, allowing the shares to unfold naturally and smoothly. Taking part in the practices yourself when they appear will help you to achieve this persona. If you notice tension in your body whilst you are leading the inquiry, take a moment to ask the class to do 3 deep breaths together. This is sure to calm you down and to shift your mindset into the present moment. Your inquiry with the children should always be curious and non-judgmental. Avoid overpraising pleasant experiences or cringing or wincing at unpleasant experiences. All experiences are equal. Oh really? That's so interesting. Did you notice anything else? Did anyone else feel the same? Did anyone else experience something really different? And only praise that they have taken part. Well done for having a go. Great noticing, everyone. It's also very helpful to summarise what the child has described so that they feel heard and so that the rest of the class can hear and understand before moving on to the next child to share. The idea is to pay attention to the experience that is. Nothing more, nothing less. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Good luck with leading the inquiry. May it teach you as much as it teaches the children. Bye for now. Bye.
One Mind, creating happier, healthier classrooms.